All right, so once again, yemo kwa BM Emerald Sports Link Ghana. So brothers and sisters, na say na yerem star boy Mohammed Kudus camp. Na ene me babe mo 6 key reasons dia. AC Milan aya crowd say on be sign abrante no. Sports Link Ghana yeremu wo honom ene omokobo enkomo. No mama is 6 key reasons. Intia Kudus Mohammed to AC Milan no eye eminent. Yaba bo enkomo e dia fa ho. The Blood Searchlight enra against Central African Republic. Ekunumdie etimi eba Ghana yerom quarter finals na bebeka chiro se abrante ne dindi Jerry efie no abrante every camp akokopiem CD logo na coach Desmond Ofei se abrante no obe return ayasemo Ghana sika seye ene yepe anase di ntia yeberom ne apo enkomo etimi ede afri ho na eno da coach esa de enkomo ahodo etofom wo abra ye share Central African Republic no ene coach Desmond Ofei what in semi brina eto former obon boys no abaso yebeto so ne ewramu e was sports ministry honorable Kofi Adams akache na sika aban edema no se omoa na federations ahodo no entimi emfa ne ntoma pa emfra no sika ne ye che ne sei ene sporty FM fifi bansen e de yebewramu na ye di enkoma ahodo e de free otia busuan yanko na yemfa enkomo no enhya ase emfama ho na mesha ase e de free Kudus Mohammed ne transfer to AC Milan no Mamemfa eno enikan emfama ho. Ne edika catch say a lot of clubs and a show interest e abrante no akache na abusua ade ba ko a shock me yie pa ene say AC Milan eba mu no omotimi ache say way back 2020 and omo sha ase say Kudus no come ba be mu e wo AC Milan na so omo sikasem ene ntotoye bi entimi an go through a Kudus entimi an kopie mu e wo AC Milan na ene obo adwuma Edma West Ham United na eno no Moses say no abrante no say de nema air kono de omunya Kudus edi be pie mu Edma Stefano Pioli team ni mu a ebeboa abrante no na aboa coach ni ye papa na per reporter yensa ekaye wo Abra Sports Link Ghana yekopie mu e wo AC Milan ekogi nchemu no na omo che say one ade ba ko a enam so mo pesa omo sign Kudus no eye Kudus the versatility was a versatility across positions. There's a Kudus no otimi bo as winger, otimi bo as attacking midfielder, otimi jinamu as false 9. It's when you can be and a Kudus Mohammed no AC Milan aya crowd say e kwai bia so no ombetabri abrante no na one Stefano Pioli akakobo adwuma e honom na say and omde enchemu no ebaye omo say Kudus can play as an attacking midfielder, winger or false 9. Offering tactical flexibility. This adaptability suits Stefano Pioli's system, which often integrates dynamic multi-role players. Report highlights his ability to play behind the striker or on the left wing, enhancing squad rotation. It's way enyaso edikan na AC Milan aya card say Kudus no enka omuni ba bepemu e dia ma AC Milan. Na second point and omo che say Kudus approve performance and I say two ni a proven performance na enunche mun omo say Kudus impressed at Ayas scoring 18 goals and providing 6 assists in the 2022-2023 season, including 4 Champions League goals. His standout performance at the 2022 World Cup for Ghana, where he scored twice, further showcased his ability on big stages. Milan scouts were notably impressed during his display against Portugal and South Korea. It is said that Medika Kachono Kudus no almost scouting na ache kra. We omode World Cup 2022 World Cup abam. Omasa chemu say way back 2022 and omo sha say abrante no. And I say way back 2020 and omo sha say e monitor abrante no. Na utie ensen ma omo chemu point number 3 no omo say youth and potential. At age 24, Kudus fits Milan's strategy of investing in young talent who can develop into long-term assets. The club's management, including Paolo Maldini and Ricky Massara, has consistently targeted players like Kudus to build a competitive squad for the future. And the Kudus na kasande o de faha oho o de faha oho enti se ni de uti se empenifo ahodo ni nyina no Paolo Maldini mu nyina no omunya ani agese nka Bronte no bepie mu Edma AC Milan na enkomani ebeje. Fourth point, and now some AC Milan has a Kudus. Eba bepie mu ewo AC Milan enie. Omo say replacement for key players. Na eno so nche mu ni omo say Milan has viewed Kudus as a potential replacement for aging or departing stars. In 2022, he was considered a successor to Zlatan Ibrahimovic, whose contract was nearing its end. Later, he was seen as a possible option if Rafael Leo were to leave, addressing gaps in the attack. Eti utim se mese Kudus no omo target na chepa papa. Zlatan Ibrahimovic time ni nya na omo monitor Abrante no. Then they also see say Abrante a potential replacement at Rafael Leo. Ebusia enti no so obi o ka say na Rafael Leo eni bobo eche Kudus a I don't get you. So what I say Kudus no baby obo no na ma ye nheda ehun no owa yas no wohu teams na ehwe no na yento so e 5th point omo say scouting and long-term interest. Scouting and long-term interest. Here hanum or say Milan's interest dates back 2020. Milan's interest dates back 2020 when Kudus was at Norgeland, and they have since monitored him closely, including sending scouts to the 2022 World Cup and to England in 2025 to watch him at West Ham. This reflects a sustained belief in his fit for the team. Eti ebusuya we any 5th pointer HS Kudus na kasa no wutin se Abrante no o you be omo feeling no omo dege no omo checking ye papa because player as at the time obo Norgeland near monitor obe mu ayas ye monitor even aya West Ham United still scouting ekowramu e monitor Abrante ne dia na se Abrante no obeye perfect fit e de Stefano Pioli ni team no. Now last point no say competitive edge in Serie A and Europe. Milan's aim to retain their Serie A title and compete in the Champions League. Kudus pace, Kudus pace, dribbling and goal scoring ability. 10 goals in 20 games for Ayas in 2022 make him a valuable addition to strengthen their attack against top competition. Eti a club Abrante Joe Felix entime anwakobono Kudus omunu say owramo ho a obetimi abo na waboniye ti abusia Mohammed Kudus to AC Milan. Here we go. Are possible? And I say enye possible. Mamento nka comment section wo na enkomo no entimi enye kama because I think say Kudus ohwe the way AC Milan for e born ho nkomo e jeje ne ho e keka ne nsem e fa ne ho a chese Kudus no omu feeling ye papa. Eti for a club or no long-term interest our honum na still or pursue say obenya no. Do you think say Kudus ko AC Milan a year and at his age Kudus ekobo AC Milan? Do you also agree say a year na say enye media me hu say nka okwa enka eye tiche wadwene e comment section e ma me na enkomo no entumi enye kama e honum na yemonwram e the Blast Hatchet akache na me be catch say Abrante ne di e Jerry every camp because eye ne club side CD logo for no e ma Abrante the ultimatum say obetima for just 2 matches e na e diama the Blast Hatchet e wo the pending AFCON etodwa e wo Cairo no. Na reporter eba coach Desmond Ofe asakobo enkomo na ne enkomo nyina ne say e wom say Jerry every no wokọ now so they are working behind the scenes say Abrante no ombesa ama na return to the Blast Hatchet team ni mu no beto so abojuma now Blast Hatchet team no enra after say omo Central African Republic no omo rom quarter finals na omo rom Abrante ne kono say yes e ba betweska asakofa Abrante na ba biom dia abusua eni asem no emu orem yenko na yenko te Desmond Ofe ne nsem a odi to dwa efa Jerry every return to Blast Hatchet and yenko niko timra.
Jerry is an incredible talent. Everybody knows what he gives the team on and off the pitch. He's a true leader, incredible guy. We knew that it was going to be quite difficult to get Jerry in the beginning of the tournament. So luckily, we were lucky to get him for 2 games. So for now, the boys know, and the boys knew as well that he was going to come and play 2 games. And after, hopefully, we'll try and get him back at the right time to come and help the team. So hopefully, we'll not miss him for too long. So we expect Jerry to join us very, very soon. But we're gonna make him proud and we're gonna fight for him in his absence. So.
All right, so Coach Desmond Ofe, and I want to say all kind of stuff. At the comment section, I mean, necessary. Say Abrante, you take it. You did that taxpayers' money. I take it. I'm gonna buy. What about just 2 matches or call? Yes, sir. Working behind the scenes. Say Abrante, no. You better I'm gonna return beam. Now say your name say Sika Celsius, and I say Sika say no. And no one I hear the name dia busia. At the comment section, my main tongue can't. Now after say Edra the Blast Hatchet HH Central African Republic Esha mo 1 Emma want me anteno say it is a 1 goal project and a coach Desmond Ofe Eddie Ramu ewo Cairo Mountain. So now after the game, and opening to just say no cry oka at the first sports in Ghana. So I'm a BB ATV. Say Central African Republic no, a tough team. Na omo na from kwa name no, and Kodin na kasa ndie. A Black Satellite team no, and a Kodin to no, obe dedicated sa we no, at the money team no. Now Odin come on say the Central African Republic boys fought really hard and made it difficult for us at times. We lost a number of balls in our own half, which gave them some confidence and momentum. But I'm proud of the resilience the boys showed. We didn't rush the game. That was very important. The boys controlled the game, worked the ball well, and stayed patient, even when the goal didn't come early. I'm happy for them. They earned this win. It's Coach Desmond Ofe, and this has special dedication. We know, man, the boys know how to say. Quarter finals na yewra mu die bibia edi adanse say enema ekonanim tie timi ekeka enema bom dia enema ntimi koje kekeleke enema akoye something which is the enfama ye na emum no Ghana betimi age the ultimate ye kruwa no ni age a fifth title e dem oman kan kono Ghana nti eno so eye the Black Satellite enkomo efri ho ba e na mede e ma wo na yenwra mu ewo the sports ministry akache na sika eye parliament etwa edema sports ministry no ye dwudwam say ye chicham say number of federations ahodo ye wo Ghana ha no Honorable Kofi Adams kano sign na odwudwam sign na ocha no 50 Banson e de ewura mu e di nkomo efa ho yenko na yenko tie 50 Banson on Sporty FM and some of the.
So the Minister for Sports and Recreation met with the federations during the course of the week. And the minister's team framework for sports development includes transparency in governance and operations, equity in support across all sporting disciplines, accountability in resource utilization and measurable outcome, and then management that is professional, strategic, and data-driven. So this is what he refers to as team, all right? Transparency, equity, accountability, and management. That's the team. And he's looking for all of this in the federations. He also stated that all national sports federations and associations are formally regulated, recognized, and supervised by the NSA. The NSA serves as official intermediary between the federations and the Ministry of Sports and Recreation. I'm happy he's reiterating this point because a lot of the federations want to go to the ministry straight away without going through the NSA, and that's not how it works. The NSA is the body mandated to represent all the federations and then be the intermediary between them and the Ministry of Sports and Recreation. So it's one of the important things that he mentioned. First of all, the federation meeting with the minister was a classic one. It was an important one that it had to happen so everybody gets to know what the plan is, where they are going with all of this. Now, one of the things he said is that there was going to be classification of sports federations for a new support framework. Okay? We have said this time without number here that the sports federations must be actually classified so that, you see, handball cannot receive the same as football or athletics or boxing or arm wrestling. Or so sport, the disciplines are classified. Okay, then based on your activity level, your federation also gets a kind of, a raise. So if you're in category A or you're in category C and you want to move to category A and enjoy the things that category A people are getting, you must do certain things to arrive at category A. So for example, football, boxing, athletics are in category A. What are they doing that the other federations are not doing? Those are some of the conversations that the minister was holding with the federation. So if you are a fly disc federation, for example, what are some of the things that our engagements should have to do? I like the fly disc guys because they're very aggressive. I'll be surprised that even though they might be in the lowest category by now, one of the days you will see them climb up very quickly because the fly disc team that I have seen and spoken to and experienced are doing some things in the schools. And you see, if it continues like that, and the next time they come to ask for funding, it becomes a little bit more easier for the ministry to look at them, look at the activities, and then help them out. Athletics, big deal. Boxing, big deal. Football, biggest deal. So the things that these federations are doing that is making them big deals, all these other federations. For example, I love the Arm Wrestling Federation led by Charles Osesibe. I like it because Charles, I remember when he started this arm wrestling business, he has worked tirelessly with this Arm Wrestling Federation, so much so that he himself has risen to become vice president of the African Arm Wrestling Association, which is a big deal. And in the last All African Games, without Charles Osesibe's Arm Wrestling Federation, Ghana would have been embarrassed by way of the medal table. Okay, so if Osesibe's federation, which is the Arm Wrestling Federation, comes up and is asking for extras to get them support to be able to do some A, B, C, D, E, the ministry has no choice but to do it, because that federation is our savior. That federation has proven time without number that it is doing something good for Ghana. So that is how the classification will go.
All right, so Fifi Banson and your honorable sports minister Kofi Adams, the one Sam and Rotimi editor or Edema Yentiabusia, Chawagin or comment section Emma and Comono, Intimi Enko Yensia, na Yamfa shout out na Emma Yenetifu. When I did on messages I hold to Eba Yenom, Yen send a shout out Emma Mo, Amanda Ofosia, a big shout out to you, Gordon Fiati, Mechapa Papa, Ismail, Hawadu, a big shout out to you, bro. Mahuse say, once I join the group no, I was Sportsline Ghana, so come on, I come on. Then Ofochu Prosper Dotimo, a big shout out to Abusia, Mamen Kayo say, GH report, yen other channel, and no see the content, egum, and no much a year, near a to ja el mampoha. Efa mampon hini wo ne ho nyina no sabe me de gu ho e de ma interviews ahodo e de ma ahemfo ahodo a omupe eketesi visit e de ma mampon hema no be de sa content ni nyina ebi egu ho e de ma other stories ni no ye de gu ho e wo GH report obo gen no bo H no bo R no bo E no bo P no bo O no bo R no bo T na enkomo no etimi aye kama sa content ni de a very vital content e na de gu nti okwo a o subscribe no like it. Na wa share na enkomo no etimi aye kama so Ofochu Prosper Dotumo ye chia Jockey Jackie me chia papa at the comment section no ya no me feel brutal then we so enter so Masami K Jutu a big shout out to Akomia Boatin Eric a big shout out to bro Andrews a big shout out to Sevanus ye chia papa Gordon Fiati what the message brutal then Martin Owusu a big shout out to you then Xavier Regivo a big shout out to you. So out so Eddie ama eretete me chia papa Scholar Prince a big shout out to J Isaac also me chia papa maybe ubutu bia no a big shout out to Ibrahim Kasim a big shout out to bro he say also Obeka Sportsline Ghana hono me ton kan yepa yes e ma mentan tu di no na enkomo no entimi enkoyi na emwuramu e GH report na ko subscribe e ma ye then Aduma Abdullahi a big shout out to you any obi bia or monitor show no. Ebusi ameda wase na mde obesi a medi e de Kobe and I'll be my friend Kobe finest is abishia.